Now I'm going to give you guys the algebra of summation. So if you have if you're trying to sum up this sequence plus this sequence here, then it's simply you can just simply sum up this sequence and then add up the summation of this sequence. Okay, so you trying to sum up the combination of the two here would be the same as you summing up this bit and then summing up this bit here. Okay, I will give you an example later on, and the same goes with down here. If you have a sequence where you have this sequence take away this sequence, then that's the same as you getting this taking away the whole sum. Okay, and here you've got a constant here. Well, when you have a constant here, you can take it out here, and then that's the same as you trying to concentrate on working out the summation of this. And once you have your answer, then times the whole thing by c here. So you can take the c out like this. And then when you have a constant here, it's just a matter of getting this and timesing it by this many number of terms. I will give you each example as we go along. Okay. So let's look at this one. Let's look at this one here. So hang on. So looking at that first one, what this is saying here is that, well, if you look at the sequences, so this is one sequence, this is another sequence. But when you read this, you've got to read it collectively, meaning that this thing here travels up in pairs. So, for example, let's just say the sequence here starts with a 3. Let's just say that 3 here, and this one here starts with a 7. Okay, so when you read this here, you've got to read this as a pair here. So the first one will be 3, and then the first one for this sequence here will be a 7. Let's just say it's a 3 and a 7. Okay, so when k increases by 1, then remember you've got to consider this as a pair. So when this is your first one, and then your next one would be when k increases by 1. Okay, so the next pair would be this, and remember you've got to consider in these two in pairs. Okay, so the next pair would be when you increase the k by another one. So this here would be 5 and a 9. Okay, can you see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. This one here is 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. Okay, but when you read this here, you've got to consider, you've got to increase this in pairs here. So this here is another pair, and then this here is another pair. Okay, so when you read this here, you have to increase it as a pair here. Okay, so now if you have this here, then you can jump to here, because let's just imagine, suppose this here is a negative. If it's a negative, then you have to do -4, -8. But because it's a plus, then it's nice and simple. If you want to, you can do this, but it's the same thing. Basically, when it's a plus, you can just get rid of the brackets. Okay, so if it's a minus, then it's going to be quite complicated. But because it's a plus, you can just remove all the brackets. That will then take you to here. Okay, but the point here, the trick here is that when given this here, you separate these. So you combine these. So combining these here. Okay. So it's just like you saying, all right, let's just concentrate on these ones first. Let's just sum up these ones here. So you can rewrite this as well, move this to here, and then move this to here, and well, you can rearrange it so that this thing here is this, this one here is this, and then this one here is this, 6 here is this one, and so on here. Okay, and then this one here goes over here, and then the 8 here goes over here, and so on here. Okay, so it's just you rearranging everything. So for you to sum up the whole thing here, that's the same as you just concentrate on summing up these ones here. Okay, so that's all this here, and then all these here would be would be this here. Okay, so concentrate on, well, it's just really you separating the two. So it's now, well, this thing here, if you sum up this thing here, that's the equivalent of you doing this, and then sum up all this here is equivalent of you doing this. Now you would then get this plus this thing here. So that's the same as you getting this plus this thing here. Okay, so when you have this here, when you have when you're trying to sum up one sequence plus another sequence, you can just concentrate on summing up this sequence, and then on a separate occasion sum up this sequence, and then just add the two together. Okay, and the reason why you're able to do that is because you basically you rearrange everything here, separate this into this, and then here separate everything here into this, and then just concentrate on summing this, and then add the two together. Okay, I will cover these I will cover these three in the next video. Okay.